If you're over 60 and still doing this every single day, well, let's just say your doctor might be silently screaming inside. And no, it's not eating red meat. It's not even forgetting your vitamins. It's something much sneakier, much more common, and shockingly dangerous, yet most seniors do it without thinking twice. Stick around. This habit might be what's holding your health hostage. Let me tell you about Uncle Min, 72 years old, sharp as a tack, walks every morning, plays chess at the park. But he had this one habit that he swore was harmless. He'd wake up, flop down on the couch, flip on the TV, and sit there for hours, from morning news to midday reruns. He'd say, "Hey, I'm retired. I've earned this." Sure, Uncle Min. But what he didn't realize was, sitting too long, day after day, is one of the most dangerous habits for people over 60. Sitting, the silent saboteur after 60. Let's break it down. Doctors have a fancy term for it, sedentary behavior. But for most of us, it's just sitting around. On the couch, at the dining table, in front of the TV, at the computer, even in the garden, on a bench, sipping tea. And sure, it sounds innocent enough, right? You're not skydiving. You're not wrestling bears. You're just sitting. But here's the cold, uncomfortable truth. After age 60, the body starts to change in subtle and not so subtle ways. Your muscles shrink. Your blood moves a little slower. Your metabolism, that internal engine, idles lower and lower. And when you sit for hours, it's like throwing gasoline on that aging fire. What exactly happens when you sit too much? First, let's look at what sitting too much really means. We're not talking about a quick coffee break or resting after a walk. We're talking about sitting for 6, 8, even 10 hours a day, which many older adults unknowingly do. Morning news plus breakfast? 1 hour. Reading or scrolling on your phone? 1 to 2 hours. Lunch and TV? 2 hours. Afternoon nap or crossword puzzles? Another hour. Evening show marathon? 3 hours easily. Add it up. That's a full-time job of sitting, and your body is paying the price. Risk number 1, dementia. Yep, you read that right. Sitting too much can mess with your mind. According to recent research, prolonged sitting in seniors is linked to a 30% increased risk of dementia, even when you account for other lifestyle habits. Why? Because movement helps increase blood flow to the brain. When you're sedentary, less oxygen and fewer nutrients reach your brain cells, and over time, that foggy feeling turns into something much more serious. So if you've been feeling forgetful, sluggish, or not as sharp, the issue might not be your age. It might be your chair. Risk number 2, heart disease and stroke. Your heart is a muscle. It needs to be worked. And when it's not, blood starts to pool in your legs, cholesterol builds up, and your arteries stiffen. Over time, this creates the perfect storm for blood clots, high blood pressure, strokes, heart attacks. In fact, sitting for long periods raises your risk of heart disease to the same level as someone who smokes a pack of cigarettes a day. Let that sink in. Just by sitting, you're mimicking the damage of a harmful habit you probably quit decades ago. Risk number 3, early death. This might sound dramatic, but it's backed by science. Studies have found that sitting for 8 or more hours per day increases the risk of all-cause mortality, which means dying from any health-related cause. And it's not just about disease. It's also about accidents. The more you sit, the weaker your muscles get. That means higher chances of falling, breaking a hip, and entering the hospital, a spiral that many seniors don't recover from. But I walk in the morning. Now, I hear the objections coming already. But I walk every day. I go to Tai Chi on Wednesdays. I garden for an hour every afternoon. First of all, great job. Truly, you're already doing more than many. But here's the harsh truth. It's not about what you do once a day. It's about what your body does most of the time. If you take a 30-minute walk in the morning, but spend the next 10 hours sitting, that walk isn't going to cancel out the damage. It's like eating a salad for breakfast and cake for every other meal. The solution, micro-movement throughout the day. What your body really needs is movement sprinkled throughout the day. Think of it like this. Your muscles are like light switches. Sitting turns them off. Standing up, stretching, walking, that flips the switch back on. Every 30 minutes, try to stand up and stretch your arms. March in place for 1 to 2 minutes. Do 10 slow squats using a chair for support. Rotate your ankles and wrists. Take a short stroll to refill your water. These micro movements wake up your muscles, improve circulation, and give your brain a fresh jolt of oxygen. It doesn't have to be intense. It just has to be frequent. Simple ideas to sit less without even noticing. TV trick: stand up during commercials or between episodes. Hydration motivation: drink more water. It forces you to get up more often. Phone pacing: whenever you're on the phone, walk around the room. Kitchen calisthenics: while waiting for food to heat, do heel raises. Standing hobbies: try standing while folding laundry, sorting mail, or even peeling vegetables. Alarm buddy: set a timer every 30 to 45 minutes as a reminder to move. Dance breaks: put on your favorite oldies and dance in place for one song. Chair upgrade: consider a rocking chair or exercise ball that encourages subtle movement. Real talk: movement equals independence. You're not moving just for fun. You're moving to stay independent. Because the truth is, once you lose the ability to move easily, everything else becomes harder. Climbing stairs, showering, getting out of bed, holding your grandchild, taking that dream trip to Da Nang or Paris. Movement now equals freedom later. Final thoughts: you weren't meant to sit still. Look, I get it. After retirement, it's tempting to just take it easy. And you deserve your rest, you've earned it. But your body wasn't built to sit all day. It was made to move, even just a little, over and over again. So, the next time you catch yourself sitting for too long, stand up, even if it's just for a moment. Stretch, walk, wiggle, because every time you move, you're not just extending your life, you're reclaiming it. Let's make this real. Imagine your body as a garden hose. When you stand and move, water flows freely, nutrients, oxygen, energy. But when you sit for hours, the hose gets kinked. Blood slows, muscles weaken, your brain gets foggy, your joints rusty like an old door hinge. And the worst part, it feels comfortable, but it's quietly breaking you down. Kinda like falling asleep in a recliner while termites eat your floorboards. Cozy? Sure. Smart? Not so much. So what's the big takeaway? The most dangerous habit for seniors isn't what you eat, or even what you forget. It's what you do all day without even noticing. Sit, and sit some more. But the fix? It's simple. Stand up every 30 minutes. Walk during commercials, they're long enough now. Stretch, pace, dance, anything that gets your blood moving. Your future self, stronger, sharper, healthier, will thank you. If this video gave you a little aha moment, give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment. How many hours a day do you think you sit? Be honest, we're all friends here. And don't forget to subscribe, because every week, we're exposing the little habits that add up to big health problems and showing you how to fight back. Until next time, move your body, stay curious, and please don't let that couch win.